Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for January 4th, 2016. It is brutally cold out there, at least it will be, as we have an Arctic cold front that is currently diving south through the northern mid-Atlantic. We can see the difference in temperatures right here. We have lower to mid-30s along the coast, and we drastically fall off into lower to mid-20s and the teens over portions of western New York, and that cold air is headed this way. Temperatures pretty much are not moving the rest of the day. What you see here is pretty much going to be your high temperatures, as we're going to range in the lower to mid-30s along the coast and then fall off throughout the day slowly towards the upper 20s by this evening, with a wind around 10 to 20 miles per hour, which would feel like the lower teens. Now, considering that just a week ago we were dealing with temperatures in the 60s and 70s, this is going to be a real shock to your system. So be prepared, definitely bundle up, and get ready for some very cold weather. With that, also watch out for some of the snow flurries that are also developing here. Not much in the way of accumulation, but it could make a few roadways a bit slick. On the latest surface map, you can see that Arctic cold front making its way through. It's starting to push through northwest New Jersey now, and will continue to dive south throughout the day. And you can see on the radar a few flurries here and there. Now, our weather pattern is going to get a lot more interesting over the next 10 days, even 15 days, with this Arctic air coming in and a lot of subtropical disturbances developing. Now, currently, we don't have the high latitude blocking when you hear about the negative NAO pattern that would set up to support a winter storm along the coast. That means that low pressure systems are going to be able to trek up through the Ohio River Valley, and the warm air will be able to surge up the coast. And the reason why is because the pattern is still developing. But what we're seeing is that shift towards support for coastal storms, for cold air to stay locked into the coast. So the potential threat for next weekend, for Saturday, looks warm to me right now. That doesn't mean that that can't change, especially for the interior. But for right now, this looks like more of a warm event, followed by a more interesting potential for the 12th and beyond. So let's dive into the forecast here for this morning. Obviously, the Arctic cold front's moving through. Enjoy your temperatures in the 30s, because by this afternoon, temperatures will be falling through the 20s, and we'll have the potential for a few snow flurries here and there. Winds will be from the northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour, giving a little extra nip to the air, leading to wind chills in the single digits and teens. For this evening, again, still threat for a few snow flurries. Winds will remain from the north now at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures will fall drastically into the single digits over the interior and the lower to mid-teens along the coast. So definitely plenty of freezing conditions out there, and it is going to be feeling, when I say brutally cold, understand this is not like the coldest that we've ever seen, obviously, but considering where we've been, this is going to be a heck of a shock to the system, so be prepared. I'm trying to make this as, that way you're not completely caught off guard by this cold air, because we haven't seen this all season. We haven't been cold this whole season, and so we go from basically sauna to freezer in less than a week. So it's going to be a bit of a shock to most people. For Tuesday, high pressure will be in control with scattered cloud cover and clear skies. Look for high temperatures to rebound into the lower to mid 30s along the coast and upper 20s to lower 30s over the interior. And on Wednesday, the high pressure system will start to shift off the coast. We'll get more of a southwesterly wind, and we'll have lows in the upper teens to lower 20s and highs in the lower to mid 40s. Now, talking about the upcoming week, notice that high pressure system is exiting off the coast on Thursday, and this is an important clue. If we had high latitude blocking, this high pressure system wouldn't be exiting. It'd be kind of locked in over Maine, and then here comes our low pressure system coming in from the north. We don't have that pattern set in yet. What we have right now is a pattern that starts to deliver more cold air. So instead of temperatures 30 degrees above normal, you go to below normal, to slightly above normal, and then below normal again as you build that cold air base. So for Thursday, look for scattered cloud cover and nice southwesterly wind, lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, highs in the lower to mid 40s. On Friday, look for increasing clouds throughout the day and temperatures rebounding into the lower to mid 30s for lows and mid to upper 40s for highs. Now on Saturday, we're going to have this low pressure system track up the coast and this low pressure system lift up towards the Great Lakes. And so as a result, this is the primary low, this is the coastal low, and then you have your warm air surge northward. So this high pressure system which is exiting is overridden, and as a result what you end up with is periods of rain, possibly mixed with a little bit of snow over the interior. Well, watch that very carefully. Lows in the mid to upper 30s, highs in the mid to upper 40s with periods of rain. On Sunday, that low pressure system starts to exit, but we have to watch out for this one now. And this low pressure system is expected to move east, but some model guidance has it also coming up the coast, so we'll watch that carefully. We'll have lows in the mid to upper 30s and highs in the mid to upper 40s. Now at this point, the cold air has not worked into the region again. But by Monday, which is January 11th, that low pressure system has cut up the coast. Strong northwesterly wind, the cold air starts to work in, and then we have to watch this disturbance. And then we have a whole parade of disturbances. What we have is a split pattern developing. We have the cold Arctic air building into the northern third of the country, and the southern third of the country you have a very active subtropical jet stream with disturbance after disturbance. And from this point on, the question is, how do they interact? And that's where becoming a meteorologist becomes a lot more difficult. Well, that's your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NY and JPA weather, and as always, stay safe out there.